How do you make something with 1 liter of pork fat, 2.4 kilograms of lemon paste, and sugar that's turned into nothing but a rock? Do you want to learn? You're in the right place. This is Bano de Guías Caseras, and I'm going to teach you how to do it. But first, here's the first. The first step of this recipe, I ask you if this is your first time on the channel and you haven't watched any videos yet, please subscribe and activate the notification bell, because this channel has amazing new videos like this one every day at 7 p.m. This channel also has exclusive benefits. Don't just be a member, click to find out more. You can become a supporter of this channel by clicking on Super Thanks, and check out the Banjo de Guías Caseiras shop, where our partner has all the molds a good soap maker needs to make a mountain of incredible soaps like this one. Now, hurry up, grab the lemon and sugar you have at home and come with me. My dears, for the first step of our recipe, we'll need a kettle or a small pot that you have, okay? So we can make our sugar and lemon syrup here. Here, take a look at this. I have 700 milliliters of lemon juice. What did I do? I put 500 milliliters of water in the blender and 2 medium lemons, but you can use whatever lemons you have. I blended the lemons, okay? And then I strained it through a cloth strainer. You need to end up with a total of 700 milliliters, okay, of juice. Look, not pure juice. It's 500 milliliters of water and 2 lemons. Blend it, strain it, and that's it. Here it is, okay? Here it's really yellow because this is the China lemon. You can use any kind of lemon. If you use a different one, the color will change, but that's not a problem. Any lemon will do. Let's go over here, look closely, and I'm going to carefully bring it over to this sturdy kettle and gently pour in this fresh, vibrant lemon juice. Guys, this incredible combination is truly going to make our paste incredibly effective at degreasing and will add a remarkable, brilliant shine to everything it touches. You'll see. Now, just take a look at this substantial 800 grams of sugar. That is indeed a very significant amount of sugar, much more than you might initially expect. It's a very strong syrup, okay? This is a paste we've already made on the channel, made with beef tallow, made with used frying oil, and now it's coming to the channel made with pork fat. Very well. It needs to boil here. Okay, guys, I'm going to cover it. And I'm going to take this little kettle to boil this syrup. This syrup will be added at the end of the recipe while it's boiling, but you need to do this step at the beginning, okay? I'm going to do this and I'll be right back with you. Just need to bring it to a boil. All done here, my dears. The syrup has already boiled, see? The steam is rising. It really needs to boil. Now set it aside. It'll be added at the end, but you have to do this at the start, because when everything is just right here, at the right point, we're going to add this syrup, okay? Now, folks, the next step, before we start dissolving the lye, let's put on a mask, all right? If you have one of those professional masks, that's even better. Okay, everyone? This one is great too. It's made with double fabric, but I'm going to put it on and take everything out to the backyard, all right, folks? To completely get rid of the fumes in an open area, because 150 grams of lye, you can't dissolve it in a closed space, okay? You put it in here, take it outside, give it a stir, and let all the fumes evaporate completely. Look at this. Here I have 300 milliliters of cold water, all right? Water at room temperature, 300 milliliters. Here I have 150 grams of lye, 96 to 99%. If it's 50% lye, use 300 grams. If it's 60 to 70%, use 275 grams. You might say, Vânia, but my lye is liquid. So if it's liquid, use 150 milliliters, okay? You won't add water. It goes directly into the lard with the oil, all right? For my lye, it's liquid. 150 milliliters of liquid lye, 96 to 99% goes directly into the mixture of lard and alcohol. For liquid lye, at 50% use 300 milliliters directly into the mixture of lard and alcohol. And for 60% or 70%, use 275 milliliters directly into the mixture of lard and alcohol, okay? Since in our case here, we're using flakes, all right? 300 milliliters and 150 grams. Let's add it, and I'll take it out to the backyard. I put it in because I won't even stir it here, but you have to stir it out there so it doesn't stick, okay guys? Stir it and let it evaporate in an open area. I'll be right back with you. The lye is dissolved, guys. Look at this completely. I gave it a stir here to bring the temperature down a bit more. You can let it sit for about 5 to 10 minutes, okay? To lower the temperature, it's much better if it reaches a significantly lower temperature. I'll set it aside here for a moment. And here, in the little jar that previously held the sugar, I've put a bit of cold water. Keep this water reserved and readily available, so if you need to cool it down quickly, you will have water conveniently close by. Now, we're going to carefully add the lard and the alcohol here, okay? Let me bring it over. Everything is close by. Now I want to show you something. The alcohol I'm going to use today, folks, is 70, which will reach 76%. You can use ethanol, okay? But from the store, it needs to be 70 or higher. Below that, it won't work. Got it? Here I have 1 liter of pork lard. I carefully microwaved it for a precise duration of 1.5 minutes, ensuring it reached the optimal temperature and consistency, okay? Now, let's meticulously pour the entire contents into this container, making sure to get absolutely everything out, every last drop. That's it. Even the stubborn residue that stubbornly remains clinging to the sides. Following that, we will proceed to add a substantial volume of 800 milliliters of alcohol, specifically either 70% isopropyl alcohol or pure ethanol, both suitable for this particular application. Remember, we already have this recipe on the channel with beef tallow. Oh, look at this. Now we're going to add the lye slowly, okay everyone? Slowly. Let me take the ladle out of it. Now, very slowly and deliberately, take a moment to carefully observe and truly look at this and consider what you see. Give it a stir. Hey there, my very dear brother. How are you doing today? Now, yes, just take a good look at this. It has clearly started to noticeably sapponify. It becomes transparent again, see everyone? And look closely at the beautiful, delicate foam that has formed inside this container here. Do you see it? It's quite a fascinating sight. And at this precise moment, I am going to carefully and thoroughly stir it, ensuring everything is well combined. The candle test, which we performed earlier, worked absolutely wonderfully and perfectly, indicating the ideal consistency. Now, I am going to proceed to retrieve our delicious syrup, and I will be right back with all of you in just a moment. Everyone, I am already in the process of grabbing the small, convenient pan right here, preparing for the next step. Here's our syrup. And now, with a sense of anticipation and careful precision, let's proceed to pour this liquid in, ever so slowly, allowing it to gently cascade into the container. As we do this, observe closely, with keen attention, how the color of the mixture begins to undergo a fascinating transformation right before our very eyes. Do you all perceive the subtle yet significant shift in hue? Notice the remarkable new shade it has now acquired, a testament to the ongoing chemical reaction. And there is still more of this precious liquid remaining. We must meticulously pour the rest, ensuring it flows gracefully and evenly around the very edges of the vessel, allowing it to integrate seamlessly with the existing contents. This careful technique is paramount for achieving the desired consistency and visual appeal. And truly, for real, I assure you, this entire process is going to culminate in an absolutely magnificent and truly exceptional result. A concoction that will exceed expectations. And yes, it is indeed alcoholic, which contributes to its unique character and depth. Furthermore, you'll notice there remains approximately 50 cents worth of this rich, viscous syrup right here in the container. This specific amount is intentionally left to further darken the sugar, enhancing its caramelization process and deepening its flavor profile, creating a more complex and appealing taste. Observe closely how the sugar reacts to this addition. Another crucial point to consider, which is vital for success. If, during this process, your mixture begins to thicken too rapidly and perhaps crystallizes completely, becoming solid and unworkable, do not be alarmed or despair. The addition of this very syrup, which we are using, will effectively and efficiently dissolve those stubborn crystals, restoring the desired smooth consistency and ensuring a perfectly unblemished texture. This entire endeavor is a delicate balance of scientific principles and artistic execution, transforming simple ingredients into something truly extraordinary and delightful. Because the whole thing is going to go in here boiling. Oh, Vânia, I stirred it and it reached a point in seconds. Don't worry, the syrup will dissolve any lumps that are left. And now, yes, the syrup is finally done and ready. I truly agonized over this entire process and meticulously did this, ensuring every step was followed precisely. Now, you absolutely have to stir continuously here for about 6 minutes non-stop without any breaks. We must proceed very slowly and carefully because it's actively rising, as you can clearly see. You absolutely cannot just leave it sitting unattended either, as it requires constant attention. It's incredibly hot. Truly scorching, guys. Did you happen to see that intense heat and the steam rising? Pour the syrup in slowly so it doesn't bubble up, right? Because it's boiling. It needs to blend in here, see? I'm gonna let this mixture cool down here for about 5 full minutes, guys, and then I'll be right back with you. My dear loves, I'm finally back. I've carefully put some cool water in a large bowl, and I'm now going to gently place our delicious recipe in it to help bring the temperature down. Do you see? This particular method will allow it to cool off much more quickly, so we can then safely put it into the jars, because at this moment it's really quite hot. Let it sit quietly, and that's it. Okay? As soon as the temperature drops completely, I'll be back with you. My loves, now the temperature has completely dropped. It stopped boiling. It's right here, already setting. After you do that, stir it some more. Okay? It stopped boiling because the reaction happened. If you don't want to put it in a basin of water, just leave it alone. Let it cool down far from children and animals, okay? Also, when you're doing this, never do it when children are around, okay? Do it while they're at school is much better, right? Because children shouldn't come into contact with this, since everything that's stored there, they want to grab, right? So you can let them. And after it has completely cooled down, you should diligently stir it for another full 6 minutes. The more thoroughly and consistently you stir this particular syrup, the significantly better the final paste ultimately turns out, you know. Now, as you can clearly see, it's completely cool. Look at that. So what exactly am I going to do now, you might ask? Well, I'm going to carefully take the container out of the basin, very gently, and it truly yields a substantial amount. You'll definitely see, okay? Let me pour this water over here. Here I have a 1-liter container. For the very first time on this channel, I am meticulously putting this wonderful paste into a container of this specific larger size, and also carefully filling several smaller 250 milliliters containers. Let's thoroughly check the small ones first to observe precisely how the consistency and overall appearance turn out, right? We will now carefully transfer it over here, ensuring no spills or waste. And that's it, my dear friends. It truly yields an incredibly generous amount of product. Look closely. It's already beginning to form a delicate skin on its surface, indicating its quality and readiness. I am now going to pour the alcohol inside very slowly and deliberately, and I believe I can pour it directly from this larger container straight into the little jars, which should make the process more efficient. Let's execute this with utmost care and precision, and I already have a convenient spray bottle prepared and ready for that undesirable foam you might want to completely get rid of, ensuring a smooth finish. Actually, upon second thought, it's probably much better and more practical to use a pitcher along with a funnel. That will undoubtedly be much easier and less messy for me to manage. I'll quickly grab one here. Yes, that's definitely a superior method. And let's pour it in now. Do you see? That's significantly better and more controlled. And there, the thin protective skin is already visibly forming on the top surface, just as expected. Let's begin by filling the smaller containers first, okay? Remember, these are precisely 250 milliliters in volume, okay guys? And you have the complete freedom to use whatever type of container you desire, absolutely any margarine container you happen to like or have available. You can easily and effectively reuse them, which is incredibly economical, as it costs just a mere 50 cents to acquire them initially. I'll put a small amount here to fill it up again, ensuring each container is perfectly full. Look at this closely. It's the persistent foam that consistently stays right on top, right here, a common occurrence. Let it gently smooth out and settle. As it gradually hardens and sets inside the containers, it already begins to subtly change its color, and it will eventually transform into this beautiful, much lighter shade of yellow, a clear sign of its curing process. And here, just so you know, it's not going to stay this dark, deep, and intense color that you see right now. Instead, it's going to lighten up considerably, transforming into a much brighter and more vibrant shade as it continues to process and set. Be very careful not to spill even a single drop of this precious mixture, as it is quite potent and we want to avoid any mess or waste. Let's keep going with this process. Just a little bit more is needed to reach our desired consistency and volume. That's already 5 small containers that we have successfully filled. And with just one more, we will have enough. Otherwise, I won't be able to fill the big container to the exact capacity and level that I want, which is crucial for the next step. Just a little more there. Look closely at the texture and the way it's flowing. I'll fill the big one later once we have everything perfectly measured and prepared. Then we'll move on to the small one, ensuring it's also filled precisely. And then the other 3 remaining containers will follow suit. Let's see how this turns out. And again, remember to use the spray bottle diligently and generously so that the surface doesn't look bad or uneven, ensuring a smooth and professional finish. Here, look, you can observe how it smooths out beautifully, creating a uniform and appealing appearance. I'll carefully pour it into this container here, the one we've designated for this specific purpose. Let's see if it's enough to fill it completely, reaching the brim without overflowing. We were just a little short of making a full kilo. Oh my goodness, that's a shame, but we can still make it work. I'll grab my trusty spatula to meticulously get every last bit out of the mixing bowl, ensuring no product is wasted. Here's the little spatula, perfect for scraping out every single remaining trace of the mixture from the sides and bottom of the container. Look at the beautiful and distinct color it's going to be once it's fully set and cured. It's a lovely bright yellow. It's already starting to harden and solidify, indicating that the chemical reaction is progressing as expected. And let's get the very last final bit of it out here, right? Oh my goodness, it's truly going to change a great, significant deal, yes. Mine has already completely and utterly hardened here. It's already fully and firmly set, see? And it's going to be quite tough to get off the spatula. That's what leaves everything behind, right? It's all firmly, completely stuck here, and we were just a tiny minuscule bit short of making a full kilo. See? Look at how incredibly, absolutely beautiful they look here. Now, let's leave them here for a full 24 hours, okay, guys? That's precisely exactly how it is. Let it sit perfectly, completely still. It's hardening, but I'm already showing you here. Look, it will harden before, but let it sit for the entire full 24 hours, okay, everyone? Look, I'm gonna leave this right here so we can do a proper and thorough test. I'm not gonna wash it, it'll stay exactly like this because it's already completely and totally hardened. After 24 hours, I'll come back to you. My dears, I'm back with our recipe. Guys, I left it for 3 days, okay? So that it could harden completely. Look at how it is, see? Wonderful. So no problem, just leave it on a cold countertop like this one. Look at this. Super hard. How perfect. Just imagine the lemon scent is right here, guys. See? So there's no problem, okay? And it can be used right away. Like I told you, look at this big jar. See? And look how beautiful, how fancy it's already coming loose. See? If you want to leave it loose but don't want to keep it in the jar, you can, okay, guys? Look at the air, right? Just leave it here in the jar. I'm not going to take it out. You can unmold and cut it whenever you want. You can also unmold and cut it. But I want to leave it here in the big jar. Now, let's go to that test. The little paste, guys, I left them here in the same little box where I took the photos. Look how beautiful. Recycling is just so great, right, guys? Look closely. Observe this. The Bomber pad, this essential cleaning tool, is completely and utterly dry, devoid of any moisture whatsoever. Check this out. Can you truly see and comprehend this? The sink, this porcelain basin, is incredibly hard, unyielding to the touch, presenting a significant challenge. Oh my goodness, just look at it. It's genuinely and remarkably hard, making it exceptionally tough to scrub away any grime or residue. And now, in these challenging economic times, money is undeniably tight. A common struggle for many, but that's perfectly okay too, isn't it? We find ourselves out on the street, navigating the urban landscape, and I, in my daily routine, make coffee, that dark, rich beverage, and it, as you can imagine, that stains absolutely everything it touches, leaving persistent marks. Right, guys? Hey, pay attention. This is important. Let's wash. Let's wash. Let's wash. Look at this leaf that's already here. Look. My God. I think it's better for stability, guys. And observe closely, the player was just on the verge of successfully intercepting or controlling the ball. But unfortunately, they narrowly missed their opportunity to secure it. Despite this slight misstep, the trajectory and placement of the ball itself were absolutely flawless, demonstrating an impeccable pass or shot. It was truly a magnificent delivery, executed with such precision and accuracy that it could not have been any better. Just take a moment to truly appreciate the exceptional quality of that play, the way the ball moved with such grace and exactness. It was a moment of pure, unadulterated perfection in the game, a testament to the skill involved. Look, just look at how perfectly that ball was delivered. It was truly a sight to behold, an exemplary piece of play that showcased incredible talent and execution. Pure luxury, my people, wonderful. Look at this. No need to kill yourself over it, right, folks? Bring the rest over here. The result, guys, is unreal. Look how hard it got. Look at the little pet I grabbed for the test. Look inside here. See, that's what I love. That's what the housewife wanted. Because with beef tallow, we already have this recipe. We already have it with new oil, with used frying oil. But just with new frying oil, it didn't turn out this hard. So that's it. Just be patient. Let it sit for 3 full days. See? It'll turn into a brick. And it's perfect for selling. If you're going to sell it, you can already deliver it. Okay? Cover it up, hand it over. There you go. It's delivered, folks. The person, look at that. Beautiful. My dears, I wanted to tell you about the Vânia, dicas, caseiras booklets. Our channel is already on its 5th edition of the digital PDF booklet. Our first booklet comes with lye, with 10 great recipes. The second one is without lye, with 20 varied and unique recipes. The third one is also without lye. Each has 5 different recipes. The fourth booklet is only for soaps and bars. The fifth booklet is the mixed booklet, okay? Liquid soaps with a lye-free base. If you don't want to purchase, the contact will be showing up in the corner of the screen, my dears, and in the description. I hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a big like and share it. Help others be able to make it too, right? And save a lot, just like you, okay, my dears? That like is really important. Let me know you're watching the channel so I can send a hug to each one of you and a kiss to each of your hearts. God bless you, my dears, and see you in the next video.